I'm excited. What's popping, y'all? What's popping, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Underground Beats. I have a very, 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 very special guest, the infamous, the man, the legend, the myth, my DJ sensei. I also call him my DJ dad, DJ Flex.
What's going on? What's going on?
Yes, how you been?
I've been very good. I cannot complain at all.
That's good.
Good to
It's
see
been a
you.
minute. I know. I haven't seen you in so long. It's been
Yeah.
ridiculous how long I haven't seen you. We gotta I don't know, do something on the road or.
Yeah, people always doing grown folks ish. Grown. What is this like? What do they call it? Grown folks stuff, I guess.
Yeah, adulting.
Adulting. Yeah.
Yes.
That.
I've been caught up adulting. I will say I have. I'm a full 32 now.
Oh my goodness.
You met me when I was 25.
It's been that long.
It's been that long, yeah.
Okay.
So I was a baby. I wasn't a baby, but I was a baby.
Right.
Like I'm like a toddler now. But,
Okay.
So,
That's good.
yeah.
So you've been DJing 7 years.
I've been DJing 7 years because of you, because of him, all because of him. I was in the corner minding my business, and he was like, "No, I'm gonna show you. I wanna show you how to do stuff." And now I'm doing stuff 7 years.
Oh,
later.
you're doing big things.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're doing way bigger things than I've ever done.
Yeah.
You're doing big things.
No, thank you. So we gonna jump into it. It's pretty basic. It's just like a real casual interview, more so like a conversation, really. So,
Gotcha.
where are you from? What part of St. Louis you grew up in?
Okay. Yeah, no problem at all. So I am a Normandy Viking.
Turn up.
So I grew up in Hillsdale. So that was Normandy School District. So I went to Normandy School District basically my whole life. Graduated from Normandy, 1992.
Oh, turn up. I was 2, but
Two.
turn up.
Yeah.
Okay.
1992, yeah.
How did you get into DJing? I know there was a time. You got to get into it in the 90s?
Yes. Oddly enough, I mean, I always like listening to music. Well, who doesn't though? I used to listen to these mixtapes.
Mm-hmm.
So my brother graduated. He went to Normandy as well. May he rest in peace. Died about a year ago. He used to go to Lincoln. He went to Lincoln University.
Mm.
So he went to Lincoln. That was back in 1990. I used to go up and visit him.
Okay.
His roommate was a DJ.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
his roommate was a DJ, and my brother would always bring these mixtapes. And I would always take his mixtapes because I liked them so much.
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about DJing. I just liked the mixtape so much, and I just like all the creativity, the blending, and all that. And I was just like, man, that is just so cool. I love them. So I had all these mixtapes.
Oh man.
And then so he would bring the mixtapes. I would get them, or he'd make me a copy or whatever. And then one day I went up to visit him, and the guy's name was DJ Big Al. We still friends. We actually business partners to this day.
What?
He doesn't DJ anymore,
Oh.
but we business partners. And I went to see him DJ a party up at Lincoln University.
Mm. Change your life.
Oh my God! I saw how he was commanding these people around his. I was just like, oh, I got to learn how to do that.
Okay, yeah.
That's how I got into it. I always liked the mixtapes. Didn't know if I would like to DJ or not. Never was like, oh, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like to hear scratching and stuff like that. So, but that's how I got into it. And I'm just like, when I saw him commanding all of this crowd, I mean, it might have been like, what, 200 people or something.
That's a lot of people.
But I'm just saying, he making a move and jump.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my God. I mean, it was like a high.
Yeah.
It really is.
No,
and that's how I got into it.
Oh, that's
So,
lit.
yeah.
That's like a classic 90s story. I
Oh
feel
my
like
God, yeah.
it's like I know
So,
college was different back then. I know Lincoln was different. The music was different.
Yeah.
So like what they was jumping and moving to was like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, it was just.
And the thing about it was no distractions like it is now.
Mm.
So that's the thing about. So I started DJing. I almost been DJing longer than you've been living. Almost. I'm coming out. It'll be 30 years next year.
Hey.
30 years of DJing.
That's a big deal.
I have never done anything that long.
What are you gonna do for it? You gotta celebrate. We gotta throw you like a party place. Like
That ain't my thing.
30 years.
30 years. But think about it, I still love it. I still love it.
Yeah.
And it's just like before I started, I was like, I don't want to invest in all this equipment and then don't like it and stop doing it.
Yeah.
So, but I still love it, and I'm kind of embracing some of the technology, not all of it, but some.
Yeah, I already know. Oh, fun fact, speaking of technology, I'm glad you said that. I learned on turntables, if you didn't know, he wasn't having it. It was like no sync button. He had my laptop down. I couldn't see no wavelengths or nothing. Like,
yeah. I think if you learn that way, then you'll be able to DJ on anything. And that's the thing about it. And I don't, people who use controllers, I don't knock that.
Yeah.
People use their weapon of choice, basically.
I'm grateful for that experience.
Yeah.
I'm happy I had a badge of honor. I'm like, I learned how to play on turntables. Thank you. So going back to you saying you grew up in like Normandy or Normandy Viking. So are you the first in your family to do anything like this?
To do anything like I'm the first, probably only DJ in my family. Nobody in my family necessarily wanted to do it. No, my brother used to my older brother, he used to mess around because his roommate was a DJ, so he used to mess around a little bit. So I'm the first to do it, the only person to do it. My young daughter, I don't think she's interested. Although I took her to prom over the weekend. And she, she's in high school now, she's a freshman. But I took her to a prom just so she could experience that.
Yeah.
She liked it. But she doesn't, I don't see that gleam in her eye.
Yeah.
And that's my thing.
Yeah.
I have to see that.
Yeah.
I saw it in you.
Yeah.
So, that's the thing. So I'm just like, it's cool. It's cool. I just like, well, just come help me out so you can make some money or whatever.
Yeah.
But she enjoyed it. She kept asking, now she asked me when another one. So maybe she'll get into it. I don't know.
Out of nowhere, she is going to be woo behind the back out of nowhere. This is going to surprise you. Yeah. So speaking of first then, like, are you the first in the city to do anything that you know of?
Not that I know of. I don't try. I try to be as humble as
but it's
possible.
Important, Flex.
I understand. I understand. I just try to be humble. When I started DJing and everything, I just feel like I want to make sure that people have a good time. But I just always wanted to make sure that, hey, I'll be professional about it. Always gonna be on time.
Yeah.
Always, gonna make sure I have backup equipment and stuff like that. And you can't control all circumstances. So at one point in time, I was, I was one of the DJs that's like, if I wasn't doing your party, then, I'd be like, they call me, they'd be like, I was like, nah, I'm doing an AKA event this weekend. All right, we just move our event to next week. Because, I just became known for that. Because they knew I was going to show up. They knew I was going to rock the party.
Yeah.
And I just love doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't say I'm the first to do anything. There was one record that I could probably tell you I broke. One record.
Yeah, those too. That matters too. Like, what are those
You
records?
probably don't even know this song. What? It's a song called So Heavy.
So Heavy.
By Ecstasy out of Kansas City.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't think I
And then he did a remix. They did a remix with the whole 9. So it's called So Heavy. I heard it in Kansas City. I was visiting Kansas City. I was up in the club or something. They was bumping this. The beat was hitting real hard. I'm like, oh, I got to get that. So I ended up getting a copy of it. And then I started playing in St. Louis. Then I started hearing it on the radio. And I was probably the first one in St. Louis to play that record.
See, that's some history. That's important.
Right.
So, what would you say would be your biggest local achievement then?
Man, I did a lot of Kappa parties over the years. I mean, a lot of Kappa parties.
Okay, so you was that go-to DJ. You was like the college crowd in the 90s.
I was college. So I didn't start doing clubs to maybe after 2000. Started in '94 when I was in college, University of Missouri St. Louis.
Hey.
Yeah. So I started there. My first DJ name wasn't Flex, oddly enough.
What?
No. My DJ name.
I didn't even know that. Like,
my DJ name when I first started, it didn't last long, was DJ Straight Ace. So I named my company that. Because my guy who taught me how to DJ next, I was like, cool, I'm good with that. But then I learned how to do a few tricks kind of early on. And people saw me do that, spin a little bit, do some. Yeah. Everybody started calling me Flex. I didn't even give myself that name.
Oh, that's cool.
Everybody started calling me that.
Yeah.
And just stuck from there. I'm DJ Flex now.
Yeah, that's the best way to get a name, though. Yeah.
So, once I started, man, I did parties all through Missouri. SMS or whatever they call it now, Missouri State.
Yeah.
Mizzou.
MIZ.
Truman. Southeast Missouri State.
Oh wow, yeah.
All around Missouri.
Oh,
then I was going over to SIUE, not as much. But then all of Washington University. My very first gig was for Washington University for the BSA.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was my very first
college.
Yeah.
Oh,
college gig.
Yeah. Okay. Turn up.
Yeah.
I love it. So you was like the go-to college DJ back then.
For a while, for a few years.
With that, how many shows you think you've done here?
Oh my God, I have no idea. Oh, I mean that was the time I was busy every weekend. So
triple book, double book.
I couldn't tell you how many shows. I've done a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Probably the biggest party I've ever done was I can't think of the name of the hotel now, but it's right there next to the Mansion House downtown. It used to be called something else, but it was so many people at this party, and we was in the hotel, and it was so many people there. You gotta realize we was DJing on turntables at the time, so the needle sometimes would jump.
Yeah.
And they had all these fraternities and sororities, all these people. But the floor, they was stomping so hard that the floor was like this in the hotel. Like the floor was buckling and coming back up. I had never experienced nothing like that.
Oh my goodness.
It was crazy.
They survived the party, right?
Oh yeah, I thought we was gonna go through the floor. I'm just like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
But,
man, I could imagine. What about outside of St. Louis? How many do you think you've done?
I haven't. I've done some stuff outside of St. Louis, Indiana. I mean, I've DJed in Atlanta a couple times on a couple occasions for some stuff. Illinois is nowhere, so I've never done.
I was like, Illinois count.
It count. I did some family weddings and stuff out of town and that sort of stuff, but I haven't really traveled a whole lot to DJ anywhere like out of town.
I feel like as a DJ out of St. Louis, if you make it to Atlanta, yes. If you make it anywhere, period. It's good looking. Even if it's Illinois, if it's just Chicago, Wisconsin, I think that's good, like for sure. Cause man, our little city. But so with that, what do you think would be your biggest non-local achievement? Like where you was just like, yeah, this is.
I'm gonna tell you, so this gonna go back a long ways. Like when I first started DJing. So I first started DJing. First of all, I love making mixtapes, right?
Yes, same.
I like making mixtapes because to me, when you make a mixtape, that truly shows who you are as a DJ.
Yeah.
Because to me, you only doing it for yourself. I make mixtapes for myself.
Yeah.
So if somebody else likes it, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I'm not making it for you.
Right.
I'm making it because I want to put something together that I think may sound cool. And you may think I put something together and be like, oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
But that's just the way I think. That's the way I make this for me, and if you like it, that's cool. So when I first started DJing, I used to make these mixtapes. I don't know, I was selling, I was passing them out. So I used to pass out, this was back in home school days. And one of my friends was from Ethiopia. So I made her some mixtapes. She took them home. She took them to Ethiopia.
What?
And played them over in Ethiopia.
What?
Oh, yeah. And she was like, oh my God, they just love your stuff. I'm like, my eyes got big.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm international. So,
no, you was though.
Oh
That
my
count.
God.
Like,
So I'm just like, man, they listen to my mixtapes in Africa. Oh my God,
what?
that's great.
No.
Yeah, now that happened so long ago, and then I was like, that's why sometimes you hear me say I'm DJ Flex, the international DJ.
Yeah, as you should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where it came from, because she just like, oh my God, they love your tapes. I took your tapes over there. They loved them. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy.
Yes. And I mean, that's how you know you're good though. Like, and then that's just really, I just feel like that's really pivotal, because at the time it wasn't like it was a stream, it wasn't a YouTube view, it wasn't no web, nothing. It was a mixtape on a CD.
Oh, on a tape. Not even on a CD. It was on a tape. Cassette tape. Yes.
It was on a cassette tape.
Yes.
And it made it all the way to Ethiopia, and they were rocking with it, playing it front to back, both sides.
Yeah.
Man, that is you won.
So
you won.
I was like, man, that was dope. That was dope. I was like, man, that's something else.
With that, because I feel like that's extra special. So, you know, like I'm into my holistic stuff, you know, she heals and whatnot. So I'm like very big on people like being in their purpose. Because once I started DJing, I didn't realize I was in my purpose. This was actually an experiment.
Right.
This is actually a homework assignment that turned into a career.
I did something like that when I was in college.
What?
But it wasn't quite that. I had just started DJing, and they was like, well, you should do a paper on a business. And I was like, oh, I just do a paper on the DJ business.
You have this gift, obviously. So what do you feel like your purpose is?
It's strange. It's strange. Now, if you would have asked me that when I was in my 20s, I might have told you this is my purpose. But it's just you grow over the years, and even though I still like to DJ, I don't necessarily feel like that's my purpose. Now, I think I was put here to help some other people get into this. I would say that. And overall, people that I feel like I really like trained, it was probably it's only like 5 people that I might show some people stuff here and there, but it's like 5 DJs. So, and one of the DJs, which shout out to, I forget what name he goes by now, but his name was DJ. It was DJ Carmine back then. Man, I can't think of his DJ name now. But anyway, nevertheless, I was at an event that I went to when my wife went to, right? So he was actually at the event, and he got up and he thanked me for being a mentor to him, and I was just like, that kind of blew me. Because I didn't expect it. I didn't even know he was going to be there.
Oh, wow.
But then they were talking about this, and then he was like, well, one of my mentors is here, and I want to thank him because I don't know where I would have been without him. And I'm just like, I just showed him how to DJ a little bit. And I'm like, I wasn't looking at it like that, but he took it to be more than that. And I mean, so I feel like that was part of my purpose. But I'm into so many different things now. I'm into real estate, like really heavy now. I got other businesses. So this stuff might have been more of my purpose, but DJing helped me to get there. Absolutely. So DJing helped me with public speaking. I don't feel like I ever had a problem with public speaking because I don't get nervous being in front of 200, 300, 400 people. It doesn't matter.
Exactly, yeah.
It's like, if you know what you're talking about or you know what you're doing. So I think it helped me along those lines.
Yeah.
So I know they said like that's like one of the number one fears that people have is public speaking. So I think kind of my purpose is probably something other than that, like to be in business. I always wanted to be in business. So like I said, I'm heavy into real estate. I still like to DJ, and then I kind of developed a new love for it doing this podcast with with Deuce, with DJ Seven Deuce and DJ Speed.
Shout out Deuce Deuce. Shout
So
out Speed Speed. I can say, since I feel like I was kind of there in the purpose, like you definitely helped me, like for sure. I will give you those same flowers. I don't know where I would be if you didn't show me
I appreciate
how to
it.
DJs. I don't know. I'm just so stinking grateful, and this is the not the most I can do, but this is the least I can do, and the most is coming later. So just be ready. Like,
Okay. All right, well, that's cool. I'm glad to see you are where you are.
Oh, thank you.
But you know you have a gift. You do. You have a very good ear for music and like transitions and stuff like that, and putting stuff together that I try to put stuff together that nobody else would even think of putting together.
Yeah.
That's the way I think.
Yeah.
I want to put. I'm gonna tell you. I'm like working on a mix right now, and it may sound like it's crazy, but I was listening to this Happy Feelings, right?
Oh yeah.
Maze, right? Frankie Beverly Maze.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm listening to that.
Yeah.
So I decide. Next thing I decide I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put Lil Jon over there. Act the Fool. It's called Act the Fool.
Oh my God!
To me, I'm like, man, that sounds so dope because the beat is so smooth.
The beat is smooth.
And then he come on and just,
yes.
Goose got me loose.
Yes.
I was like, oh, that sounds pretty good. So I put that together. But I put a lot of stuff together.
Yeah.
But my whole thing, I just try to, like I said, as long as I like it, I'm good.
Yeah.
You may look at it like, oh, you messing up. So, okay.
Yeah, whatever. I like how it sound.
I'm just doing something different. Just trying to be me.
That's crazy. I got to match up with Active Fool too, but it's with Glorilla.
Okay.
But I didn't use the normal part though.
Okay.
I used the breakdown part.
The breakdown part.
At the
Okay.
end when he like get crunk in this.
Yeah.
Ding up, and she like, let's go.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I heard.
You heard?
That's what I'm saying.
See, this is why.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I feel like my best attribute for me is what I feel is just my creativity and blending tones and just being able to blend on the fly.
Yeah.
And I never use the sync button.
Yeah.
I'm totally opposed to using the sync button. I want to use it.
I know.
So under any circumstance,
Yeah.
and I feel like I can take a song and I can blend it. And I used to do this with records. Like, you know, when you, for those who don't know, but if you're DJing and you're blending the record, you're listening in the headphones, you're trying to match the beat up. Well, I feel like I can match the beat up on the fly without even
trying to
pre-mix it. Just starting on the fly and also without syncing it. So I feel like I used to practice that all the time. Yeah. You know, so I feel like that's my best act. I can blend on the fly and still make it sound good, and you don't hear a lot of the dragging and that sort of stuff. You may hear some of it if you really got a really good ear, but try to make it blend right on beat from the beginning. Yeah. So I like trying to do stuff like that.
Those clean transitions, like just listening to you and practicing with you, like you definitely had something to do with me being the transition queen. So, like for sure. But no, I mean, don't sleep on your other tricks though, because I still can't do behind my back and under my leg.
Well, I mean,
all of that, like I can't do that one yet.
I remember actually being in a DJ battle at Mizzou one time.
What?
Yeah, it was at Mizzou. Can't remember who was sponsoring it, but it was I don't know, it was one DJ, I can't even remember his name. He was out of Springfield, Missouri though. It's not even 2 or 3 of us. And people and like what I was doing because I was like spinning around doing some stuff. Yeah. It's like to me it was so simple, but some of the stuff, I mean, the way the guys was cutting up, I'm just like, oh my God, he is killing it. Just like Speed be killing.
Yeah, right.
I'm just like, oh my God.
Yes.
And I was like, all right, well, this is all I got.
Okay.
And I did a little trick between the leg and blah, 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 blah. I spent around or whatever. Everybody was like cheering, going crazy. I was like, oh, all right.
That's a big deal. Because you to keep the beat and just like, man, listen. Going back to expanding, you know, you said DJing isn't the only thing you do. I was talking about my holistic side. So what's next for you? Like, what's your biggest goal right now? Like, what is
I gotta get my daughter through high school,
Nah.
but she's great. I'm like, I'm gonna start another business. So I'm not gonna get into all the business stuff.
Okay.
I'm like, that's me on the other side. You can know me as DJ Flex, and that's cool.
Gotcha.
But like I said, I'm really heavy in real estate. I'm going to expand on that. I'm getting my nephew into the business. I'm going to get into the trucking business next. So that's my next thing. So that's what I'm
love it. So you like what they call it, a serial entrepreneur?
I like being diversified. I like, having a diversity in doing stuff and just having the, not afraid to step out there and do it, just give it a try. You're not going to succeed at everything, but, you go out there and give it a try. That's an industry in logistics that's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
No time soon. So.
It's solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you. So, I mean, with that being said, getting out there and doing it, what advice would you give to any creative in St. Louis? Like, as far as like struggles, like what was your biggest struggle? How you overcame it? Like, what advice would you give?
My thing is, anytime you're young, I'm saying don't be afraid to step out, give something to try. Just like before I started DJing, I was like, man, I gotta buy these turntables and stuff was expensive.
Yeah.
And mind you, I'm in college and I don't have no money for this stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I can't buy this stuff, and then now I don't want to do it no more in like 30 days because I'm tired of it.
In 30 days.
Yeah, I mean, but you don't know.
Yeah, right.
You don't know, but if you're going to spend $2,000 or whatever, I mean, whatever it was, I can't remember the numbers back then.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it for a year and then not do it. But now it's 30 years and I still love to do it.
Yeah.
But I knew back then, after a while, I'm just like, I like doing it so much. I knew I liked doing it so much because I said if I was independently wealthy, I would do it for free. Because I enjoy doing it.
You loved it that much, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I still love it, and I don't ever want it to feel like it's a job.
Yeah.
Now I don't necessarily like DJ for young folk now. Don't get me wrong.
Me either. Because I feel like that's when they do start feeling like a job. Like, I try not to take gigs I don't think I'm gonna enjoy.
Right. I want to have fun.
Like, yeah, I want to have fun. Like, if I don't think I'm gonna enjoy it, I finally got to that point where I'm comfortable just denying a gig. I was just like, you know what, I'm cool. Like, I'll get the money some other way. Like, but I'm not worried about the money. It's just like my time and my energy now.
Right.
I've grown. Like, when I first started, I was just like, yes. But now I'm just like, hey, you got it. Or I'll try to find a younger DJ because I actually can say that now. That is the conclusion of this interview.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, like, in so many different ways, so many different levels, like, for real. Even with real estate stuff, like, good looking out for that. Actually, I have a question for you before you leave. But, yeah, man, so make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I have other interviews coming. Like, I'm dedicating this season to people that were pivotal in my DJ experience, in my DJ career of underground beats, because I made this show because I am up for every hour I was slept on. So I just feel like I should pay it forward and, highlight those people that I feel are under the radar, even if they don't feel like they need to be outside of the radar. But the people that you guys have seen on the show so far have actually been pretty pivotal, and they've got a lot of contributions to the city, the history of the city as well. Out here taking college crowds by storm in the 90s. That's a big deal. I don't care what nobody say. But yeah, man. So like, subscribe, and where can they find you? If still taking bookings.
Yeah.
Exclusively taking bookings.
I like doing wedding receptions. I ain't trying to do no club. I'm just, I'm DJ-Flex-STL on Instagram. That's it.
That's it. Okay.
Which you won't see a posting that ain't been nothing posted on there in years.
I think me and him the last photo on there. I think it's just me and him. Like we did that
Fun Without Guns or something like
yeah,
that.
the Fun Without Guns event, that community event.
I don't, that's...
So, yeah, I've been doing community events out the gate, so that's nothing new. I've always been for the community with my services, so. But yeah, I think that's the only photo on there. That's hella funny. We gotta get some more photos, please.
Oh, no, I'm not social media.
No. But yeah, so thanks again. Thank you again.
No problem at all. I appreciate it.
Yes. And I am Audi 5000.